Hello and welcome back to Lore Fan Anime Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. I'm your host, Lore Fan. In this Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 build video, we're building up our companion Kreia. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 builds like this. Do not forget to hit the notification bell to be updated more. Here's the pros and cons of this build. Kreia, she could use all Force powers in the game with this build. Light and dark, she can use either. She's very strong with Force powers. She'll wreck everything in sight. 3 words. Force Lightning Storm. She'll clear the room like crazy. Due to the fact her wisdom is high, she can crowd control almost anything unless they're immune to it. Now, cons of this build as follows. She sucks as a frontline melee fighter, so don't depend on her lightsaber skills, number 1. And number 2, her defenses are low since she's using robes. So let's go ahead and level up Kreia from level 4 to 10 first. Let's go ahead and level up our Death Star before it was a Death Star. Kreia, sorry about that. So let's see here. She's from level 3. She starts out. Let's go level 4. Every level's a 4. She gets attribute points, so we'll put some points in the wisdom. Eventually down the line, I will put some points in the constitution to put it at 18 so she can have implants. Yeah, she'll get the best ones. We'll definitely get his awareness for now and treat injury. I might do some repair down the line, but we'll see. But awareness and treat injury, focus on that exclusively. I'm not really going to do stealth unless I feel the need to. Since you're really not alone with Kreia, if you're alone with Kreia controlling her, she's OP'd anyways. She'll wreck everything. Up to you if you want to put points in the repair, but it's your decision. Focus on awareness and treat injury. That's what I would say for now. As for force powers, okay, there's quite a few. We already got force speed, and we got the resistance. Looks like we got a dark side power too, fear line. So we can go any way we want. I'm going to go ahead and do stun droid, since it'll be a crowd control she could do great with. Now we're at level 5 for our favorite mentor. Yep, you heard me right. Favorite mentor in the entire series. Just saying. Skills, we're going to do is awareness at least and treat injury. Now, if you want to, you can put some points in a repair. That'll help you out greatly. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Just put it at 4 for now. And there you go. So as for powers, we get 1. Sometimes we get 2. What we're going to do is, let's see here. We can't do that one, unfortunately. We can't do heal. What we're going to do is force power. So you get 2 attribute points you spread out to everyone, and 2 saving throws as well, which is good. And there you go for the level up. Kira's now going to be leveling up to 6, so you're starting to figure out her mechanics. You start figuring out she's really useful, and she kicks some serious butt. Awareness, treat injury, and repair. That's what you need to do. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll max that out, and there you have it. As for feats, we get improved force focus. Sounds like that regenerates our force powers more. Or so let me try to look for that. Where is it at? Sorry about this. I'm just trying to go over everything. It's been a while since I played this. So this gives you +3 to difficulty classes on saving throws against foes with force powers. In other words, we get that automatically boosted up. And let me tell you, it is really powerful and wrong. So we could do, let's see here, dual strike if we want to, but we're not really. I should do is force vitality regeneration, but instead we'll improve her weakness, which is improve dueling. So with a weapon in one hand, she gets kicked some serious butt with it a little bit more. And plus that defense is very nice as well when you quit a weapon in a hand. Yeah, that's right, a single weapon, just like a Jedi. And let's go ahead and do heal. So with heal, everybody gets healed 5 vitality plus 1 point in every charisma modifier and wisdom modifier and level the force user. That's going to be very high points. We could do that if we want to. We're also going to do is disable droid. It'll spread around to all droids in an area within 5 meters when we want to do that. Or horror. We'll do horror. That's another one. Horror and heal. Pick that. Horror is like a crowd control. It'll affect everyone. So there we go. So let's go ahead and level up with our favorite mentor once again. Let's see here to level 7. Skills. Let's see here. Awareness. We're going to try max out repair. And definitely put treat injury there. Yeah, we're almost going to definitely get that done. A few levels and now we finish. Force power. Sorry, no feats. Jedi Consulars are, I'd say, feet starving. Let's see here. I already got horror done where we got heal from the last level. I'm going to go ahead and do disable droid. This does is it's like crowd control against all droids within 5 meters. I'll lock them down. So this way you wreck them or have your party members to do that. And there we go for the level up. Now we're going to get Kreia to level 8. So we're getting the first 10 levels out of the way for her. I say for the 10, but still you get the point. Every level of 4 you get your attribute point. We're going to put wisdom at 18. Eventually I'm going to switch to Constitution and back to Wisdom. So this will give us a nice Wisdom score so we could start some crowd control and do some serious damage with this party member. And we're going to put Repair at 10 for now. We got Awareness and Treat Injury at 11. So we'll leave it there. And let's see, we get 1 Force Power. And I can't do that one, so let's go ahead and do Stun. We'll get another crowd control out of the way. In case we can't do the Fear line, we'll lock down a single foe with the stun line in case they're immune to fear. So let's go ahead and take care of that. And there we go. And stun does is just locks them down, just like fear. It's a light side version of fear. There you go. Now next up we're getting to level 9. So Kreia, she's really helping you out greatly, buffing you up, kicks some serious butt, crowd control, you name it. Awareness, repair maxed out, and treat injury. That's very important. So let's go ahead and do that. And there you go. Now for feats, we get to pick another feat. And let me see here for a second. You could go 2 ways for this. You could do Master Dueling. This does is use +3 attack and +3 defense when you have a one-handed weapon holding in 2 hands, just like a Jedi. Or better yet, regenerate force points. This will make you regenerate your force points a lot faster. In Kira's case, we're going to be using a lot of force points. She's going to be wrecking everything in sight. Seriously, so let's go ahead and do that. If you want to cross-class skills, that's alright, but I would not recommend it for this build. Still, regenerate force points is the way to go for the feats. So I'm just double-checking. Yeah, always make sure you double-check, triple-check, you name it. So there we go. We'll lock that in. We get about 2 force powers now. First is we're going to get stasis, so opponent will be trapped more. And instead of stun, now stasis will be much more powerful. It's a lockdown spell. Force power, I mean. And Knight's Valor, this does give you 3 I should say, attribute points, save throws, and last but not least, of course, immunity to poison, which is good. Now we get Kreia to level 10, so we got the first 10 levels we're about to get out of the way. The cap is 50. Soft cap is 30 if you're playing legit. Or if you're not using the mind trick, I should say. Unarmed Specialist, we'll ignore that. She's not going to just box her way through. Awareness, repair, and treat injury. You can do anything else if you want to. I'll probably say is put some points into stealth. That'll just be a throwaway skill if you want to go that route, or just store it. Depending on that. So I'm going to just go ahead and just store it for now until I change my mind. As for force powers, we get 1. So we got the Knightly Valor one from the last level. And we get the Knight Speed, which gives you defense by 4, extra attack, and double speed movement. And there you go. Let's go ahead and level up from level 11 to 20. So we can get some light side powers and eventually transition to some dark side powers. So we'll start off with level 11. Stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. Stealth is not going to be maxed out. It will be one day, so don't panic. It's just optional for stealth if you want to. Rests are mandatory. We'll ignore the lightsaber forms because all she's using is force powers. I was about to do Revitalize. If you want to go that route, that's fine, but you'll get all the force powers anyways you see before you. Instead, we'll do Improved Energy Resistance, so all the elemental damage, I'll shave off the first 12 points. And of course, everybody else will get that as well. Also, your exile will get that big time as well too due to force bonding. Yeah, it's a special feat. So you go Revitalize if you want to, but I would say improve energy resistance. That's the way to go. I felt like that's the best route. We'll get some buffage done. Universal and light side. Then eventually we'll transition to the dark side powers. Since you could go both routes, of course, and that should do for this level. Now we're going to get Kreia to level 12. So let's go ahead and get our favorite mentor in the entire game or Star Wars series. Every level of 4, you get yourself an attribute point. Also, I'm going to go ahead and do wisdom still. Eventually, I'll do constitution. I'm going to get some high wisdom first, so this way she could crowd control like crazy. Usual suspects and skills. And we get ourselves a master force focus. So our force powers will be less likely to be resisted, and it's always active. So it's a very good thing. And I'm going to go ahead and say where we got the, there you go. I should say the force points regeneration. I did that. So there's a few options we could do. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and do is, where is it at? Master dueling, you get +3 attack and +3 defense when you're holding a one-handed weapon like a two-handed weapon. Force channel, this will regenerate more force points. Very useful for Jedi Consular. And we're going to go ahead and do two. Number one with Destroy Droid. Its area effect against droids around there. You can lock them down. As for Insanity, all foes around will be insane. They'll be locked down as well. So that's 2 lockdown spells we're going to get out of the way. And there you go. Now we're going to get Kreia to, yes, it to level 13. In this case, lucky number 13. Stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. Stealth is optional, but if you want to go for it, that's fine. You want to pick something else, you do, that's okay. So we get ourselves another force power. This time it's only 1. So let's see here what we're going to pick. I'm just looking and looking some more. Let's see here. I think it's a good idea to get revitalized. This way we have a res. Yes, so she'll res 1 party member in case they're down. They'll get 5% of their health back. So we'll get that set up for her. We'll lock that in, of course. Now, Kreia is going to be level 14. And she's really doing some locking down, helping you all out in your party, and more. You put all the skills I'm doing there. There you go. As for force powers, ignore the lightsaber forms again. We're not going to go frontline melee. That's a bad idea. Really bad idea. Just saying. Okay, we can't do reviving yet. Instead, let's see what else we could do. Okay, we got force suppression. We got so many. I'm going to go over the list. I feel okay. That's not bad. We'll get that later on. We'll get the life drain one if we want to as well. But let's go ahead and do shock if we want to. I want to try to check the plague line. Yeah, just check out any of the force powers you want. I'm going to probably say most likely I'll definitely go for shock or any of the light side powers more before I just start focusing for a while exclusively on dark side powers. Yeah, so at this point, you should start thinking about getting Kreia to start using AoE powers, going on the offensive. Let's see here, and I'm going to go ahead and let's pick which one. I'm going to go ahead and do slow for now. This way we'll slow our foes down, and they'll get less defense as well too. So let's lock that in. That should definitely do it. It's a good dark side power to abuse on foes for trolling. Now we got Kreia to level 15, so this is good news indeed. So let's go ahead and get her up there. As for skills, stealth, max out awareness, repair, and treat injury. Stealth's optional, but that's alright. Let's do feats. Okay, we get feats again. So let's see here. Where we got master dueling, we got that done. We got the force regeneration done. And I'm going to see what else I'm going to go ahead and grab. Yep, we got that done. Let's see here. I'm trying to decide. Let's go ahead and pick weapon focused lightsaber. So she has a little extra damage in that in case she runs out of force powers. If we want to, another good one is toughness. Gets 1 extra hit point. So let's lock in toughness for that 1 extra hit point. And we'll start working on that for the feats. So it's retroactive. So we get a whole bunch of hit points for Kreia, which is good. As for force powers, we get 2. I'm going to go ahead and do Master Valor. Gives you 5 attribute points for everyone, plus the other stuff. And as for speed, 2 extra attacks, 4 defense, which is good as well. So we'll get that out of the way as well, too. Now we get Kreia to level 16, so another levels of 4. You get yourself an attribute point. At this time, you should really start about dark side power. So we'll put points into wisdom. So there you go. So in the 20s, we'll get that constitution up there. But she has 20 wisdom. That'll help you out greatly if you're playing the game without the EXP mind trick. So let's go ahead and finish up with Stasis Field. That's the last of the crowd control powers. We'll get that done. So we'll lock everything in. So next time we'll get his shock. Now we get Kira to level 17. So we're getting closer out of the teens for our favorite companion. Or I say Jedi, no, more like Force using companion. Usual suspects for the skills. Stealth is optional. Now let's see what else I could do this time. There's a few ways I could go. Let's see. I could just finish this up. Master energy resistance. Everybody gets 20 points shaved off from fire, cold, electric, and blaster attacks and such, which is good. Now we get Kira to level 18, so we're getting closer to 20. So at this time, she's getting more powerful and locking down things, buffing up, and a little bit on the offensive if we need to. There you go. Usual suspects in skill. Stealth is optional. You should have all your other skills maxed out at over 20. On our specialist, we'll ignore. She's not going to box. No. She's not going to do that at all. So let's go ahead and check everything out. I'm going to see here. Let's look. I'm going to go ahead and do is this one. Improved toughness. 10% damage reduction there. Over 20 hit points suffered. And we also get the other bonus as well, too. If we want to go there. But I decided instead I was going to do is get her weapon focus lightsaber. So do weapon focus lightsaber. So she has a little bit of extra damage in case she's forced to use a lightsaber. As for force powers, we get 2. So we're going to have fun with this one, folks. Some serious good times. I'm going to go ahead and look. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and see which one I could pick. We can do drain life. We'll start there. And we'll do his death field. We'll get that cleared out. Drain life, single target loses life. Death field, you take life from everybody around you. So it starts with 1 to 4 damage per level. And that's a lot of hit points you heal for yourself, which is good. Now Kira's going to be level 19. So this is good news indeed. We're starting to get our dark side powers going. We're organizing in that. So let's go with skills. Stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. You're asking, why are you saving force lightning for this point? Well, we're going to start building that up big time. I want to get some light side buffing on out of the way so our characters could kick some butt and we get our lockdowns done too. Shock, we'll start with that. That's a single attack against a single foe. Suck first 1 to 6 damage. Now your wisdom and charisma modifiers will increase that damage. We'll have high wisdom and there'll be much more damaging there. So now we get Kira to level 20. Again, levels of 4. We get another attribute point for her. So let's go ahead and do that. Attributes. So let's leave that 21. Eventually I'll get that constitution up there. Stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. As for powers, we'll get the second one done. Which is, you guessed it. Force lightning. So it'll hit a bunch of foes in front of you. You do a lot more damage that way. Now at this time we're starting level 21 to 30, aka this is also the section if you decide not to use the EXP mind trick. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the skills for level 21. There you go. So we got our lightsaber last time, so for our feet, we're going to go ahead and this time around is, let's see here, I'm going over things. Yep, as always go over the feats. Trying to look for more force related ones, but we cannot do that. Instead, let's see here. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick. I know it's a tough decision. If I want to, I could do dual strike, but not really. Instead, we're going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go with improved toughness. So besides the hit points you get 10% damage reduction if it's over 20 hit points of damage, which is good. Still get the retroactive hit points. So we got Force Storm. Force Storm is broken. It's a very powerful AoE attack that destroys everything in sight. And as for heal, you heal more hit points, plus with charisma modifiers. Helps out big time. Force Storm, one more thing. Charisma modifiers, also wisdom 2. It gets a lot more damaging. Now we're going to get Kira to level 22. So we're in our 20s now. We got Force Lightning, so that's done. That line's finished. Stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. As for powers, we get one again. We got heal last time. Let's go ahead and do master heal. So we get 15 vitality plus 1 point every level for the charisma modifier, wisdom modifier, which is high, and character level. Okay, let's level up to level 23 for our Jedi Consular. Yeah, let's get Kira another level. Usual suspects, stealth is optional. Let's do the powers. Let's see here. Okay. Now we get to have some fun. We can go any way we want. I'm going to go ahead and since I already got some offensive ones, I felt that's good. Affliction, so our foes will be poisoned. Let's make a 4-2 save. They lose 7 points of physical attributes like dexterity, strength, and such like that. So that's why I get it, in case we're facing tough Jedi opponents. Now, Kira's going to be level 24. Yeah, so she's really moving up in the world. She's kicking some butt. She's owning it. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and just leave wisdom there. I was about to do his constitution, but eventually I will down the line. Now, if you are playing to level 30, then do constitution instead of wisdom. Up to you all on that. So let's see here. Let's do master toughness. We get 1 extra hit point. So every time we level up now, we get 2 extra hit points. They're all retroactive. So that extra hit point, thanks to this feat, we'll get plus the previous feat bonuses as well too. So let's go ahead and do his plague. So plague is for our foes will get poisoned, suffer 12 attribute damage every second. So that's physical one. So we'll start with that. Then we'll do the choke line. The first tier of choke, they'll lose some hit points, and they'll take some damage. So if you want to go that route, on single target foes, you could do that. And we did plague. So plague and choke is the way to go. So yeah, like I said before, we're getting our dark side powers going. We'll get that all done. Should be full of dark side powers by the time we get this level bracket done and over with. So let's stop there, and there you go. Now we get Kira to level 25. Once we do that, we're halfway through the levels. 50 is the cap. Soft cap is 30 if you did not do the EXP mind trick. So let's go ahead and do the usual suspects for skills and more force powers. So we got some nice options going if we want to. Instead, let's go ahead and do choke. Choke does is it'll do more damage than the previous one. It also would take penalties to Constitution, Dex, and Strength. And there you go for the level up. Now Kira's going to be level 26. You heard me right. Let's go ahead and do that. Ignore the fist fighting. We're not going to do that with her. She's using force powers to wreck everything. Usual suspects for the skills. Now let's go ahead and let's see here. Let's do his kill. So this is very powerful. That's the half of your target's vitality. They take damage unless they make a 4-2 save. And your charisma and wisdom modifier now comes into play for that. So if there's a single target foe you want to use this against, it's a good force power to do so. And there you have it. So we're done leveling up for this level. Now we get our favorite mentor, Kira, to level 27. She's locking everything down. She's shocking everything. She's wrecking everything. She's buffing up. She's doing everything she can for the party. There you go. Stealth is optional, by the way. As for feats, yep, we get ourselves some feats. So we got ourselves that done. Let's see what else we could do. I'm going to go ahead and see what I can select. Besides the toughness, I'm trying to look for other ones I could do. So toughness is done. Master dueling's done. Yeah, sometimes it takes me a while because I want to go over everything. Good idea to go over everything. So we got, if we want to, advance Jedi defenses, so we could have a chance with, I think, against deflection. You could do that, or better yet, conditioning. Conditioning gives us a +1 bonus to all saving throws, which is really useful. You want to go that route, that's the way to go. So conditioning is the way to go. We'll lock that in, then we'll get our force powers going. Let's get the force powers going anyways. So let's see here. We already got ourselves the kill line, the choke line, the lightning, the drain. So we're going to do some force drain. We'll get that done so it drains all force energy nearby for a single opponent. That's the first tier drained force. Improved drained force. Draws from a single opponent more force points. So if we need force points from a foe, that's the way to go. Now let's go ahead and get Kira to level 28. Yeah, let's get that mentor another level. Every level's a 4. We get an attribute. So again, if you want to, you could do wisdom. If you are playing the 30, make sure your constitution at 18. Up to you all on that. Usual suspects for skills. Let's get ourselves another force power, which is Master Drain Force. This will allow you to drain all force energy from opponents around you. It's like Death Field instead of life. You drain their force energies, it comes back to you. You can use more force powers that way. Now we get our mentor to level 29. Yeah. So let's get the skills. Let's go is stealth, awareness, treat injury, and of course I think it was repair. Let's see here. Now we get ourselves to do some fun. Force Scream. This will do is 3 to 18 damage, sonic damage, reduce our foe's attributes by I think -2, and it's an area effect. It's a frontal screen, so anything in front of you, they take some damage, lose some attributes, bada bing, bada boom, and that's about it for this level. Now we're at level 30 for our favorite mentor, Kreia. Yeah, I'm keep on saying that, but she's a really good party member. So stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. Ignore the unarmed strike. We're not fist fighting. We're using force powers. I'm just going to go over everything. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. Improve conditioning. I think that's the way to go. Where's that at? There you go. I think that's it. We can also do is advanced Jedi defenses. I'm going to do is improve conditioning instead of +1 bonus for all saving throws. Now it's +2. So our saving throws will be really up there. As for force powers, let's go ahead and have some fun with that. We get 2 to pick now. Let's finish out the Force Scream line. So this will do 5 to 30 damage, this one. And -4 on the attribute points. Now this one's better. So frontal damage, 7 to 42. Best ever. Reduce our foe's attributes by 6. Again, wisdom and charisma modifiers come into play. Now, this is the beyond level 30 points, so this is 31 to 40. Let's start off with level 31 for our Kreia. So, stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. So, let's go for force powers. We're going to start to get a whole bunch of them at this time. So, let's see here. Force suppression, this does this will cancel out tier 1 and 2 force powers, which is a lot. This is a very good in case you're facing against tough Jedi or tough Sith that keeps on, buffing themselves up before combat or during it. They keep buffing up, and why you do that, take their force powers out, your allies help out kill them. So let's go ahead and get Kreia to level 32. So let's go ahead and do it. Every level's a 4. We get ourselves an attribute. Now I'm doing still wisdom, but when we get in the 40s, I'm going to start doing constitution. At that point, I'm just building up more wisdom. This way our modifiers will be real high in that department. So we get the usual suspect for the skills. As for powers, what we're going to do is the force breach. So it'll remove all force powers. This is very useful. Like I said before, against Jedis or Sith that are tough. Also 6 tiers of force inspiration followers are cancel as well too. So it's very powerful to abuse and use. So if we're facing a tough opponent, we'll strip their powers first, then have a good time against them. So we get our Kreia to level 33. So let's go ahead and do it for our favorite mentor. Stealth awareness, repair, and treat injury. Stealth is optional, but we have over 30 points, which is good. Master conditioning, so our saving throws will now be +3. So this is very good for her, so we'll boost her saving throws big time. See, look at that. As for powers, let's go over those. We get 2. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the revitalized line. So this way, she could not only res everybody around her, it'll be 10% health instead of 5. So we'll get both of those, and then there you go. Now we get Kreia to level 34. Yep, we're still doing it. So let's get her up there. Our mentor is really kicking some butt. She could go in by herself and clear everything out while everybody else waits at this point. Force powers. Let's go over those. Let's see here. I'm just trying to look. Let's check this out. Okay, no dark side powers. Let's try and go for those. Boo. Okay, force body. This fuels your force powers in case you need more power, more oomph. However, it costs you your health and 50% of your force points that you currently have. It's not bad, so you use a self buff, you use it, and boom. Your force lightning, for instance, does a little bit more damage or something like that. And there you have it. So let's get Kira to level 35. That is next. Halfway through, of course, the 30s. So let's see here. Okay, skills, usual suspects. Stealth is optional. But we're almost getting 40 on our max out skills for the rest, which is good. Let's get to our force powers. We get 1, so let's go ahead and do improved force body. Instead of the 50% penalty on health and force points, it's 40% now, which is good. So the penalty gets reduced, and our force power will be more fueled to do some more damage, which is a good thing. Now we get Kira to level 36, another level 4 again. So this will probably last one of the last times we'll get wisdom up there. We'll get 25 wisdom. That'll be good enough there. I forgot level 40. Oh yeah, we'll get that one more time. Usual suspects, stealth is optional. Now we get ourselves a feat. So we're going to start to think about doing some good things. So let's go ahead and do is, let's see here. Dual strike. So when Kira attacks a target, everybody who helps attacks out on that, she gets a +2 chance to hit. It works also if your main character has that as well. Kira attacks one target, that main character gets a +2 chance to hit. Master Force Body, instead of 40% penalty on health and force points, it's 30%. So that's the best route we'll go. Now we'll do is force resistance. We'll probably definitely go for those this way. If we're lucky on the dice rolls, we'll resist some of our Jedi powers for 60 seconds. Not all of them, but some of them, which is a good thing. And that should do it for level 36. So now we're at level 37. So we're closing in on level 40. So let's go for skills. Stealth, optional awareness, repair, and treat injury. Unless you want to use stealth to craft some things with Kira, that's fine. Force immunity. This is the, I say, better version of the previous one. So it protects against all powers against Jedi and Sith. If you make a successful dice roll with our mods, we'll definitely do it with her. Now we get our favorite mentor once again to level 38. So let's go ahead and do that. Skills, let's see here. Stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. There you go. So let's see what else we could collect now for force powers. We're getting all of them, by the way. And let's see here. Let's do force barrier. So this will absorb the first 4 points of damage, which is blunt, piercing, and slashing, which is a good thing. So let's go ahead and select that for her as well. There you go. Now we get Kira to 39. So at this time, we're getting some force powers. We're getting a lot of stuff done. And yeah, I decided to turn her back on purpose for fun. Stealth awareness, repair, and treat injury. So this is a good sign now. Our skills are getting really up there. Let's see here. Okay, we have a few options. We get extra hit point regeneration, or better yet, improved dual strike. So character gains +4 to attack when, of course, somebody else attacks the same target, which is a good thing. That's good feat against, I should say, bosses and such. So we have to now decide some more force powers. I'm going to go ahead and work on our, let's see here, I'm trying to look. Push line, that's one way to go. We could also do his mind trick if we want to. Let's do the push line. So whirlwind is more powerful than force push. It's like force push, but a little bit amped up. It's like a lockdown force power. Oh, we get one more. Ooh, let's go ahead and do force wave. Force wave affects everyone, so all enemies will get pushed back, thrown. They'll be locked down, and that should be the final lockdown power. Well, besides Jedi mind trick, if you want to count that as well. And there you have it. Now we get Kira to level 40. So again, levels of 4. We get attribute point. So let's go ahead and do that. This last time we're going to put a point in the wisdom. So we're going to avoid that. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, last point in the wisdom. So from here on out, when we get to 44 and 48, we'll do constitution. So we have high wisdom. We have enough to really kick some serious booty. Use the suspects in the skills. Hit the OK button, and let's go for force powers. We get to select one, and I feel like I'm going to select this one here. Improved force barrier, so blunt, piercing, and slashing damage will not be 4. It'll take the first 8 points off now, which is good. Now also affect the exile too. Now the exile, if they have the other one, the best one, they'll take that over the other one, but still it's a good one to use as a buffing tool. It is now time to go through the levels of 41 to 50. Let's start off with level 41 for Kreia. So let's go ahead and do that. Stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. We'll get the 50 on the other 3. Master force barrier, so it shaves off the first 15 points of damage from blunt, piercing, or slashing damage. So it's a good thing. Let's go ahead and do that, and there you go. Now we're getting to level 42, so let's go ahead and do that this very time. For skills, stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. Let's put that there. As for feats itself, let's see here. Master dual strikes, so when we do team attacks against one foe, this person gets +6 bonus to hit, so it's a good thing. Let's go ahead and check everything else out. At this time, our selection slam battle meditation. This does is everybody gets this. Let's see here. We're doing both of them, so everybody gets +2 to attack rolls, damage rolls, and will saves. That's tier 1 and vitality regeneration. Same as tier 1 is this one, the bonuses, but our folks get -2 attack, -2 damage, -2 will saves, which helps out greatly for using more force powers against them. Now let's level up to level 43. So we're getting close to the cap, which is 50, by the way. KotOR 1's 20. We get a lot more levels in this game, so usual suspects for the skills. Stealth is optional. We'll do his master battle meditation. So now the bonuses are +4 to attack rolls, +4 damage, and +4 will saves. Our foes will get -4 attack, damage, and will saves. That's a good thing. Now we're level up to level 44, another level of 4. So let's go ahead and do attributes. We're going to go do his constitution. So this way we wear those 18 implants. And there's some wisdom and charisma ones out there that are 18 plus. No, more like 18, I mean, not plus. You get the point. So stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. And there you go. Let's go over powers, shall we? So we get ourselves to select some more powers. We're getting all of them, by the way, so don't panic. Force Aurora, when this is active, Jedi gains +2 defense and also +2 saving throws. This is good for our Jedi Consular in our party, so we'll grab that. Hit the OK button, that should do it for this level. Now we're getting to level 45, so we're knocking out the last of the first half of the 40s, so let's go ahead and do it. Stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. So we're getting close to 50 on the 3, except for stealth. So let's get ourselves a feat, and I feel like I'm going to go ahead and check this out. Let's do this here. Let's see. There's some nice options we could do. Let's go ahead and grab this one in regenerating vitality points. That's a good one to get. So we'll generate vitality points in between battles, but we really don't need it, but still it's a nice option to have. Always good to have options in the game. Now let's go ahead and finish up the force shield line. So this will give you +4 bonus. Now this one will give you +6. And also +6 saving throws as well. So we'll finish that off. So we'll master that out, and that should definitely do it. So we'll be slim pickings from here on out. So let's go ahead and lock it in. Now we'll get Kreia to level 46. We're starting the second half of the level 40s. So let's do skills, stealth, optional awareness, repair, and treat injury. So let's go ahead and do all that. Powers, let's select that. Okay, things are getting sparse here, folks. So let's go ahead and just do throw lightsaber, 1 to 6 damage for every 2 levels. And it affects 1 target. It's not bad. It's a trolling skill. Kreia could use it for the lows if she wants to. Now we're leveled up to level 47 next. So our favorite Jedi Consular is going to get that level. So let's go ahead and start it. Skills, usual suspects, stealth optional. And we have our main 3 up to 50. So this is all good. So we're in God tier for that. Or Goddess tier in this case. Advanced lightsaber throw is like the other one. However, it affects up to 3 opponents. That's correct. And let's see here. That should definitely do it. We'll lock that in. And that should be it for this level. Now, this is going to be the last level. We could put an attribute point in since it's every level's a 4, which is level 48. Attributes. Let's lock in Constitution. There you go. You should have 18 Constitution and 26 Wisdom with this build. Now we get to wear all implants for her. So let's do Stealth, Awareness, Repair, and Treat Injury. Now let's go for feats. At this time, this is going to be like purely optional for other things. So this is just, let's go ahead and pick some feats out. Because there's no more force boosting ones that's related. There's other ones as well. If we want to, we could do is the Jedi defense. Let's go ahead and do that. We get +3 deflection rolls, so that's a good thing. So let's lock that in, so this way we deflect a little bit better with blasters firing at us. But by the time that happens, they're all dead anyways, thanks to Kira. Let's go ahead and get this one done. Force deflection. So if we get that line done, so the first one just deflects it away from you. The second one deflects it back at the foe, just like Darth Vader would do if he wanted to. In other words, you want to take out Han Solo that way. Yeah, that's the force power to do it. Instead, he did. He just knocked out those weapons. Well, he uses force powers. But anyways, it just deflects blaster damage back at our foes. You can't use a lightsaber for it. That's the downside. So let's go ahead and check the implants out. So let's equip the mental one. And as a demonstration, because we have 18 Constitution. And because of that, we have 31 Wisdom buffed. That's a +10 mod there. And Charisma 18 +4, which is good. So now we're leveled up to level 49. We're getting closer to that cap, everyone. Yeah, we're capping her big time. So let's do it. Skills. Stealth. Awareness. Repair and treat injury. Awareness, repair, and treat injury is at God tier. Or Goddess tier, we're calling it for this character. Let's go over powers. So we can't do these two. That is player only. Only one we could do is that one, and that's about it. And I'll talk about the issue that's coming up in the next level. So this is basically mind trick is make sure enemies thinking you're not there. You sneak by them, but really we'll just kill them by then. It's another crowd control method. Okay, so we're about to level up to 50. Here's some issues with force powers. We can't select anymore, so we have to do is automatic. So for now, we'll try to do is stealth, awareness, repair, and treat injury. As for powers, we're supposed to select one of the other three, but we cannot. This is a glaring bug. If this happens to you when you're at level 50, here is the proper solution. Unfortunately, you cannot pick any of these skills or anything else of the matter. Instead, you have to do is auto level it. So you have to auto level 50. That's the downside. So go there, hit auto level, go to 50, and that should do it. Now Kira is at level 50, so we're done with Kira from 1 to 50. Our next part of the video is suggested party members. So let's go over the party members, but beforehand I'm going to go over influence. Now for influence for Kira, so if you talk to her I think once or twice, and if it's up there you get +6 on the force points and +1 awareness. As for suggested party members, Aton's the best with her. If you have a melee party member, that's a good one to have. Baldur, if he's not a crafter, he's pretty decent as a frontline fighter. Mandalore is a good frontline fighter, definitely for dark side playthroughs. Handmaid / disciple, they're good frontline fighters as well. Vis is real good as a backup, I should say, crowd control or a buffer. T3M4 is not bad at all to have in your party. There's some situations you need. KotOR is alright, only for I think against droids. That's about it. HK47 more for a dark side playthrough. If you want to have this assassin droid on your side, that's fine. Mira is pretty good for party members. Nar, I think that's the Wookiee party member instead of Mira if it's dark side. Yeah, the Wookiee is pretty good to have as well since it's a very powerful frontline fighter. So besides your main character and Kira, Atton's a very best choice if you want to go for more raw damage. If your main character is not a raw damage dealer. Handmaid, Harnar if you're dark side player. Mandalore if you're dark side player as well. And Disciple's good as well as frontline fighters. And of course, Baldur as well as a good frontline fighter if you decide to not make him a crafter. And that's about it for this section. Let's talk about gear advice. I'm going to go ahead and go over gear advice. So here we go. In Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords, most of the gear in the game is random on generation. So if you enter an area, for instance, at low level, it will be low level gear. If you enter an area at max level or level 30 plus, then the gear when you first time visit will be very high. That includes from shop vendors and drops and crest rewards and etc. Now for Kira, you want is definitely charisma and wisdom items big time. So this way you definitely use your force powers more powerfully. You wreck everything in sight. She's forced to a robe, so that's the downside of that, but that's alright. There's some good robes out there for Jedi Consulars. Lightsabers, you're stuck to a single-use lightsaber. If you didn't get a lightsaber yet, melee weapons nice like a longsword or a vile blade is good as well. So let's go over the gear first for Kira, our Jedi Consular. Let's start out with the implants, shall we? Mental Boost Deep Package Implant, plus 3 Wisdom, plus 3 Intelligence, and plus 3 Charisma. This will require 18 Constitution to use, but it is well worth it. If you cannot find any of these, go for the lower level version of those, or the lower Constitution version if you find them. Now for headgear, Force Focusing Visor. Let's give you plus 1 Charisma, plus 4 on the Wisdom, and regenerates 2 Force points. Very good headgear for a Jedi Consular. If you cannot find any of those, look for any with immunities or better yet, Wisdom ones. Let's move on to the next set of equipment. As far as the hands go, the Jiao Shay Meditation Gloves, this gives you plus 2 awareness, plus 2 dexterity, and plus 2 wisdom. If you cannot find any of these, go for any of the wisdom ones you find or charisma ones. Now for arms and shields, Vertpine Prototype Shield. This will absorb the following: energy, sonic, cold, heat, and electric up to 170 points total. So very good shield. The second shield you have is a melee shield. Mandalorian melee shields are good because it absorbs blunt, piercing, and slashing. Might be better ones out there, but be on the lookout. Let's move to the belts. There's only one real good belt I found, and I'm going to go ahead and say a Jiao Shay Mentor Belt, plus 2 Wisdom and plus 20 Force Resistance. If you cannot find this belt you're looking for, RNG gets in your way. Look for any other belt that has Wisdom in it or Charisma. If you're really unlucky, look for any that has resistant types. Last but not least are the robes. So yeah, you're going to be using robes big time for this. Osa's Keeper Robe is a very good robe, by the way. Very common for high level to find. Defense bonus plus 1, plus 2 Charisma, plus 4 Intelligence, and plus 4 Wisdom. This is if you decide to do upgrades. Armor Plating Overlay 4. This gives you plus 2 Dex, plus 1 Reflex, and plus 8 Stealth. This requires 27 Repair to craft. Here's another good one as well for the underlay this time. This is Environmental Underlay 5. Gives you 30% versus cold and fire, plus resistance of 10 / versus cold and fire. So it shaves off 10 points of cold and fire. It requires 26 demolition to craft. Baldur or someone else with high demolition can craft this for you. If you cannot go for the robes I mentioned above, go for the Jedi Master robes or the Dark Jedi Master robes with the same upgrades. Now, for the next section will be Lightsaber advice. Like the gear in the game you could get, well, the crystals are about the same way as well with RNG. You could get real lucky or not lucky. So, lightsaber main hand, since Kira can only use a main hand anyways, you want to go for the Kyber Crystal. This will give you plus 3 Constitution, plus 3 Wisdom, and plus 3 Health Regeneration, or Vitality Regeneration. The second crystal to pair it with is the Kasha Crystal, which is plus 1 Attack and plus 2 Wisdom. They're very early on crystals. You see it, hold on for Kira. If you cannot get any of these crystals at all, go for other crystals that are about similar to that. Let's go ahead and talk about the upgrades on the lightsaber. I did not see any wisdom or charisma ones, but I'm going to go ahead and give everybody advice on this. Use the same upgrades for the best lightsaber for damage and such. For energy cells, use the ultimate dilithium energy cell. This will give you 5 energy damage. It requires 29 computer use to craft. For emitters, the expert fencing emitter gives you plus 5 defense bonus. 3 energy damage. This requires 27 repair of the craft. For lenses, the Ponte lenses plus 1 attack. 2 to 12 energy damage, requires 27 awareness to craft. That's about it for lightsabers and gear advice. Next part of this build video is combat demonstration. For combat demonstration, you always want to buff everybody up first if it's tough encounters. If not, just do a few buffs. As always, try to crowd control. That's very important for Kira for this build. So this way you can really lock down foes and abuse them like crazy. So we're just in a buffing phase a little bit. And then now we're going to go ahead and just put insanity on them. Once we're done with that, then we'll have some fun with force lightning or anything else of the matter. So once you get the force lightning basically chained complete to 100%, that's it, game over for them. You can also just lock down your foes, so this way Kira could definitely buff and just have some fun as well. So that was just me just locking things down while my allies destroy them big time. Now I'm going to show you what happens when I lock them down, then quickly switch, of course, to, you guessed it, force lightning. Watch the room, going to be clear in a few seconds. See, the sparks will fly, and there you go, massive damage. And that's about it for combat demonstration. Some final advice will be coming up. So when you do start out, get used to buffing and of course locking down your foes. Eventually, when you get to the dark side powers for Kira, definitely go for Death Field, Force Scream, and big time Force Lightning. Because once you have Force Lightning, you'll wreck everything in sight. You can even switch the difficulty from normal to a difficult. Or even better, just have Kira clear everything out while everybody else waits on that. Other than that, Kira is a very powerful companion. Really strong. You could get through the game real quick with her, with this build. This is it for my Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords Kira build video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more Star Wars content just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. May the Force be with you.